Hi, so I'm João. I'm founder of Indie. Indie is an insurtech. We co-create insurance policies adapted to the platform economy and to the gig economy, and we serve them through an API, so that platforms like Oscar can use insurance to enrich their value proposition, to augment their resilience or the marketing or whatever it is they need but basically to increase the value of their service and the resilience of their companies.
Yeah, I'm Diogo. I'm the country manager for Portugal of Oscar. I don't know if you heard about Oscar. We are a Portuguese company founded 2 years ago in 2021. And what we do, we are an Uber for home services. So just like Uber, you go to an app, you click a button, you can have at your home a plumber, an electrician, someone to clean your house. And so it made sense for us to have this partnership with Indie. We'll talk more about it and how's it going during these 15 minutes.
Yeah, so basically, like I was saying, Indie tries to work with startups like Oscar to find out what their pains are, and we try to use insurance to mitigate those pains and to reduce risk and to help them augment the value they deliver to their customers. We do this by using several kinds of insurances. We work with several insurance companies, and in the case of Oscar, when we talked, we saw that there was a very clear use case for using insurance and to make their service more interesting, and that's basically what we did. So.
Yeah, it happened a bit before I arrived, right? We started in May, working together. But yeah, as you can imagine, working in home services, we do around hundreds of services per day, thousands per week, and you all know the law, Murphy's Law, right? It can go wrong, and when it goes wrong, it goes horribly wrong. So for us, it made a lot of sense to offer insurance. It's also something that our technicians, the people that were providing services, also asked. They wanted to feel safer. But there were some issues using a normal insurance, right? Because we are a growing company, we're growing, so if you build a policy today that covers everything, probably at the end of the year we'll have to pay a lot of extra. If we do it the other way around and we do the business case for the end of the year, we'll bring a lot now. So we wanted to do something programmatically, like service per service, have a small insurance that covered that service in particular, and that's where Seguro came and really helped us, because we're struggling a lot to do that in the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, basically what we did in this case, we worked with Caravella, and we created a professional liability policy that is included every time a service starts. So when Oscar sends a technician to home, the technician arrives at the home, does a check-in on the app, on Oscar's app. We get notified. We know who the technician is, who the owner of the house is, where is the house, what services is he going to provide, the value of the services, etc. We include all of that in the policy. When the service ends, they send a checkout. They confirm if those were the services performed, if that was the value, or if there were extra services and extra value. And basically at the end of the month, we charge for just the services provided. I mean, instead of having a policy that covers every service provider that's in the platform or whatever, we adapt the logic or the functioning of the policy to exactly the business case of the platform. That's basically why we're working with them, and it started out to be kind of a risk management solution to cover for damages that they made, but it ended up being more like a trust play. I mean, it added a layer of trust to the customers that helps, from what I know, help the customers do the first order, etc., when they don't know what they're
for
doing.
Sure. So we ran a survey, I think in the summer, and we asked people. We have a lot of people that have the app and never ordered, and we asked them, why didn't you order? And one of the top 3 answers was, in fact, I don't trust you. I don't know who you are. I don't know the person who's coming to my home. it can go wrong. I don't trust you. And yeah, using an insurance, it's another layer of trust, right? So you go to an app, you don't know who is coming to your home, but you know that that service will be insured, that you'll feel protected. And we noticed that ever since we're working together, we can't pinpoint exactly what, but we believe that having this communication, talking with our clients, saying, hey, your service is insured, you don't need to worry that much about it. It helped us a lot. It also helped us in the end, right? So customer service for us is key. I mean, we all work in startups, or most of us work in startups. We know that retention is really, really important. And having this loop where if anything goes wrong, and things went wrong a lot of times, not that much. We have around 20 claims per month. We can really, act on it and really change how things were done before. If you have someone at your home, like a normal plumber that will break a pipe in your house, you'll have a big problem. And with this insurance, we can really, act on it really quickly. I can give an example at the end and really save the problem. So we have this layer of trust, both in the beginning to get new clients, but also then in the retention loop when things go wrong. We can sometimes keep the client because our post service is really, really good, compared again also with the overall business of home services. Yeah,
so like I said, we work with insurance companies. Right now we're working with Caravella, with Tranquilidade. We're starting to work with Allianz also. And with Innovarisk, Berkeley, Real Vida, MetLife and April. I think I haven't missed anyone. And yeah, this is basically what we're trying to do, is trying to increase the range of services that we can provide, because there are lots of unsolved problems particularly in the platform economy and the gig economy. And yeah, so maybe we can talk about one of the claims we've had.
Yeah, this happened in the beginning of this year, so in January, early January. We had a service by a business, by a cafe, I think, and the owner wanted us to clean, the entire facade. It was a glass facade, and yeah, while we were cleaning it, while the provider was cleaning it, we broke the door. So the door of the business was a glass door. It was broken. We managed to do a quick fix. Just put I don't know how to say it in English. Pladur. It's still pladur, right?
You have no idea.
We put a plaster gate there, but if you have a business that has a glass wall, having a plaster gate, it's not that nice. So we are really on a hurry, to find a solution to fix the issue. Immediately, once we have the claim, we went immediately to Indy, and we said, hey, this is really important. Can you fix this fast? If you don't, we will take care of the expenses, but we really need to find a solution quickly. And yeah, it was amazing. So in 2 days, Caravella was already talking with the client. They did also a video interview to check the problem. In 4 or 5 days, the problem was solved and the person had a new glass door. This is incredible. I mean, if you think about the normal insurance loop, that doesn't happen. So we had to thank a lot Indy also for pushing Caravella to help us here. But yeah, it was amazing. And more importantly, now we know how this works, so I believe, and I hope we don't break more glass doors. But if it happens again, I think it will be even faster. 5 days is good, but I think now we can do it in 4 or 3 days, which is really amazing, and it went really, really well. Yeah.
So this is a model. It's also a good model to try to fill in the coverage gaps that sometimes happen, especially in these kind of situations where startups are disrupting business models and are working or behaving in ways that are not expected. So logically, there are no easy solutions in the traditional product. And it's also a great way to aggregate demand and basically to try new channels to reach a lot of people at the same time. So.